I want to spend a few moments encouraging a few people, if I could. We have so much life within us, every one of us. We have this incredible presence of spirit and soul, but oftentimes humans, the individual, due to many, many variables, has a tendency to limit how and who and what we are. And that limitation, I believe, comes often through the ego of definition of the flesh, definition of the name of self, the identification of self, and how disconnected people define themselves to be from one another, from the energy or nature of this planet, and even, more unfortunately, disconnected from God. You get disconnected from spirit, and we are not. The human ego, the self that imbues this constant vibration of fear, be it through extreme self-glory and self-worth, or to the other spectrum of extreme detriment to the self. These aspects are blocking the truth of our understanding of the fullness, the beauty of who each of us are. We are incredible beings. To claim we are merely flesh is so limiting. And during these times that we live in, we are given an opportunity now, these moments, to grow, to advance, to evolve, to experience a fuller and a broader understanding of self, and more importantly, why we're here. We're here in these days, these moments, to serve, to expand our gifts through unconditional love and service. If we can take moments and just put the self to the side. I know it's so difficult. I know we have listeners right now that have their plates full. My goodness. They have challenges here that, it just goes on and on. I can list everything from family issues to financial. We can go into grief, all kinds of things. It's part of the human journey. These challenges, these moments that can be defined as painful, my gosh, they shouldn't be unexpected to some degree. It is part of our human journey. But if we can take those areas that are so challenging that we have in front of us and put them behind us just for a moment, step out of that space and look around you. Where can you make a difference? How can you uplift? What can you do? Can you reach out and hug? Can you feed? Can you just get in your car at this moment and say, hey, I'm taking these extra things I have, and I'm going to go here and help people in need? What about prayer? Get out of that space and pray for others. I have learned through my own journey, one of the greatest gifts I've ever experienced is putting my personal challenges, not ignoring them, but putting them to the side in very important moments so I can express the fullness of why I'm here. And also, I'm going to tie this in, if I could. Don't ever lose sight, people, that these moments of challenge, they afford you an opportunity to experience, to expand, and to see the self in moments. I don't care if they're, yummy and positive or something extremely tragic. Based on how we experience, react, express, gives you a very clear insight to the self at that moment if you're paying attention. But oftentimes these challenges we go through as individuals can help us if we will allow a healing process, a forgiving process, a process of moving forward. We become incredible tools and instruments of service to literally alter the course, the negative course by many definitions, of this planet. And so oftentimes I think, our listeners out there go, gosh, I'm getting beat up. I can't breathe. I can't handle this. But hey, it's hard, yes. But you haven't reached the end of the rope. You have not. Do not ever underestimate your power, the gifts that you have. And I speak those two words, power and gift, through the sense of love and that fullness that we have in the connection of God. Don't underestimate that. We can heal and move forward and progress, and we can change this planet. That's why these people are here. And we've got to remember that. We have a task, every one of us. We don't want to let these problems and challenges throw us off course. It's the one thing. So remember, you're not alone. You're an incredible soul, And it's okay to turn things over and to allow those holy interruptions that we get. It's like one of my sermon last week, but allow those holy interruptions to bear the fruit. And what I mean by that in a nutshell before we get to our commercial break, you may have plans to go down the road and do A, B, and C, and you may have plans for this, that, and the other, and you're trying to move forward and you get one interruption after another, one sidetrack after another. But those can be holy interruptions. Those can be moments that Spirit is utilizing you. Your higher self is asking you to participate in something that perhaps is more important at that moment. Because every moment we have here, we have an opportunity to uplift and to change. And the voices that are crying out on this planet now not only are crying out for help, guidance, and peace, but there are voices that are being recognized that express that guidance, that express the very essence of that peace. And those voices are altering, one moment at a time, the direction of our community, our country, and our planet. And it does not require negativity. It requires the essence of understanding, hope, diligence, and allowing the self to love. We can do it. We are incredible people. This I do know. Despite our pasts, listening to Maya Angelou, she's talking about we cannot unlive our history. We cannot change it. But by understanding it, making different choices, we do not need to relive it in any way, shape, or form. And I like that knowing, because tomorrow, in 10 minutes, 3 days from now, a year, none of this is written in stone. We have the power to recreate anything anew with that power and presence of Spirit within us. I like it. I love the freedom of that truth. I really do. And I believe it's time for...